Hello everyone and welcome to another Friday new product post. We have just a couple products this week, but we have some interesting ones, so let's see what we've got for this week. So first up, we've got a nice new development board. This is actually the Mega Pro Mini. So remember last week when we had the Mega Pro, this is actually the Mega Pro Mini. This is an even smaller version, and as you can see, it doesn't have the shield connector like the other one has, and I'll show you what's going on with this. But if we look at this compared to the actual Mega, you can see it's a lot smaller. And if we look at it compared to even the regular Arduino, you can see it's a lot smaller than even that. So if you need a lot of input and output pins and you don't have much space, you might want to take a look at the Mega Pro Mini. Now this is a 3.3 volt board, so you will have to deal with that. We do have logic level converters and some other things to deal with that. It does use an FTDI, so you will need an FTDI into it. But the benefit to all this is you can use a LiPo battery on this, so it can be very portable. Now, we've done away with the whole shield form factor that is familiar with all the Arduino boards, and the reasoning is we just couldn't fit that many pins on here for a shield, and we just wanted to make it a lot smaller. So what we were using is these JST-SH connectors, and we sell these cable assemblies which plug directly into all of these jacks. So you can use 8 wires, and that's how you get all your pins out. So check out this board if you need a lot of pins. So here we've got an interesting product, or two different products. This is Polymorph. You might know this as Shape Lock or any other kinds of names. And what this is, it's basically a plastic pellet that has a really low melting temperature. So you can melt it, form it, let it sit, and it'll turn hard again, and then you can just keep reusing it over and over. This is a great material for rapid prototyping or doing really anything with. We have it in a 250 gram bag, and we have it in this 1 kilogram tub. And I'm going to show you how it works and what it looks like when it melts and dries. So let's look over here. We've got an open box of it, and we're just going to drop some pellets in, and you can see it instantly start to melt. Now it melts at about a couple hundred degrees, I'd say. This water is just boiled. It's about as hot as what you would use to drink tea or make coffee. And you can see instantly that the beads start turning clear. And if we just use a soldering tip here, because the water is kind of hot, you can see that they start to gum together and stick to each other. Now it gets very sticky when they start to get hot and melted. And we'll just give it a couple seconds here to get fully melted. And as you can see, it's almost perfectly clear, and we're just going to pick it up. And all we have to do is mush it together. And now we've got this great moldable plastic. So it's almost like a silly putty type of consistency. And the beauty is you can mold this around things. You can put into different kinds of cavities. You can make motor mounts with it. It sticks to plastic really well. So if you have a plastic motor body and then, like let's say a plastic platform, you can use this to mold it around it, and it'll actually stick to it quite well. And the other beauty about this is you can dump it right back in the water, remelt it again, and you can keep using this for as long as you want. So it's a pretty neat little product. And if we just let this sit long enough, we can see what it looks like when it fully dries. So we let those pieces dry for a little bit, and here we've got a ball and then this kind of thing that we made. We didn't let this one fully melt all the way, so it kind of looks a little bumpy, but normally it dries pretty smooth, as you can see from this ball. And as you can tell, it's completely hard plastic. This is, solid. And you can see it has ever so slight bit of bend to it. We've seen a couple people do like synthetic bones with this, to where you could make a robot that actually has joints that kind of bend and flex like real joints. But, this stuff is pretty darn strong when it dries. So if you're looking to make your own plastics, well, check out Polymorph. So there you have it, another Friday, another couple new products, and always check out the rest of the post for the rest of the products. And we'll see you again next week.